Good evening, everyone. I just wanted to give everyone an update on what's going on with me right now.
What up, y'all? This has been driving me absolutely nuts for days now. I've just been dying to talk about this like insane doctor rant that he went on the other day over that voice call or video call or whatever he was doing. Just absolute insanity out of this pig roach. I'll let it play for a little while and I'll hop in at some point.
A packet of information from my health insurance, which I have private health insurance here in the United States. That's how it works here. There's no government health care. You have to have your own private plan. All right. And the health insurance had said, it's time to renew. It's time to check your plan, see if you want to keep the same plan for next year and all of that. So I was working on that during the break. I was logging into the website, comparing plans, and all that like. And as I was doing all of that, which I can tell you about in a moment because it's hilarious how American healthcare works. All healthcare cost is skyrocketing, and the cost of my healthcare is going way up in the next year, which is great, isn't it? Even though I have almost no health problems whatsoever, besides minor little things, they're still increasing my health insurance by a ton of money.
Okay, dude, I couldn't help myself. Like, how weird is it the way he talks about things? I mean, it's the way he talks about everything. Oh, I have private health insurance. Yeah. Phil, what the fuck do you think everyone else has, idiot? Private insurance. Yeah, it's not the fucking Soviet Union, dude. Yeah, of course, people have private insurance. But I guess the way he emphasized private, just the same way he does with everything else, the same way he does with snack pizzas, gourmet snack pizzas. Yeah, you guys get DiGiorno. I get gourmet, like Phil, dude, shut up. You're getting the same Red Baron that everybody else gets. It's the same thing as like a couple of weeks back, he was talking about someone in Kick Chat had asked him, they asked him one of those Pat Sajak questions or whatever. And they said, Phil, what measures do you take to stop from slipping and falling down the stairs? And he went on this rant about, I have a handrail, a high-end gourmet handrail. And he also said he had slippers. And average Phil, he could not resist telling people that they're high-end slippers, they're gourmet, they're $50. $50 slippers is what this guy's getting. And of course he went on to say, well, they're not regular slippers. They're not average slippers. They're high-end. But I just had to pipe in with that.
Anyway, so as I was doing all of that, okay, I realized, hey, I have a condition on my hands. It's called eczema. You guys can't really see it because I treat it with a cream that allows it to heal. So if I don't use this cream for like a couple of weeks, my skin starts to get bad. It'll start to crack. It'll start to have like rash and sores, and it gets really, really bad. It's very annoying. Okay. So I need to have this topical cream that I just put on. I don't even need it every night. I put it on like every few nights.
Okay, so you guys get the gist of what's going on. He needs his cream. Dave needs his cream. And apparently he was like switching healthcare or whatever. I don't know. I didn't pay too much attention until I went back and like rewatched it. But from the sounds of it, he was like shopping for new Obamacare and then realized, oh, I need a refill on my old man cream. So he schedules an appointment with this doctor or whatever, or whoever, the nearest little AI chatbot that he could go and type in and bitch at and complain at. That's what he clicked. And just wait until you hear the way he acts. The way he acts after getting an appointment to see a doctor, a medical doctor, things that people in this country wait hours and hours and hours and days and weeks and months to do. Just listen to the way he complains about it taking up literally the smallest portion of his day. Just listen, dude. It is so insane.
Wow, that was totally worth the wait. It was like a 2-second call. He said, can I see your hand? Sure, here it is. Okay, you want it? Yeah, I want it. Okay, bye. So that I waited an hour and 20 minutes for that. American healthcare. Anyway, at least it got done, and I'll have another one on the way. In fact, give me a sec. Let me go put this back into the bathroom, and then I have a couple quick shout outs to do. And then I guess we'll get started, but we're not going to have a lot of time to play tonight, which really sucks. But obviously this wasn't my plan, guys. It's nonsense. American healthcare is a joke, wastes everyone's time. All right, give me 1 sec.
Oh my God. An hour and 20 minutes and you're complaining. You're complaining about an hour and 20 minutes where you didn't have to leave your home. You didn't have to do anything other than just sit there and look at a screen. Dude, like, this is what he's complaining about. This is just the most stressful and worst part of his day, is having to sit at a computer screen and wait. Are you kidding me, Phil? And then dude has the nerve to sit there and say, "Oh, that's American healthcare for you." Shut up, dude. That sounds like the best experience you can possibly have to me. You said it yourself. That was a 2-second call. Oh, what are you complaining about then, dude? You didn't have to go sit. You didn't have to go and drive without a license to whatever urgent care is in Renton. You didn't have to go anywhere. You had to sit there, talk to somebody for 2 seconds, and then it was over. And you didn't have to leave your house. Like, isn't that your ideal doctor visit? You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to take off your damn Zelda PJs and get your big ass and load up your fucking fat wife in the car and go anywhere because you don't have a license to drive. What's the matter with you, Phil? But anyway, let's get into the rest of it, because this is where he really goes nuts. Like, he's always on some bullshit. Oh, I'm not telling you guys anything about my private life. I'm not feeding the detractors. I'm not giving them anything. There's all this bullshit. And proceeds to rant for like 45 minutes about his medical care. It's so crazy, because I swear there was only like 15, maybe 20 minutes of this stream where he was talking about anything other than his doctor visit.
I don't know. I'm kind of miffed now. Now I don't even know if I want to play. I'm serious. Like, I'm kind of pissed off. I just wasted all that time, and now I can only give you guys like an hour and 20 minutes of gameplay. It's definitely not enough to even get like a taste of this game. You know what I mean? I'm actually pretty upset. So I don't know. What do you want to do? Do you guys want an hour to an hour and 15 minutes of gameplay, or you just want to hang out? I mean, we just hung out last night, but this sucks ass. These dickheads wasting my time. All right, cool. So tonight, I'm already doing all of this health insurance stuff. I'm already in the marketplace shopping for plans, doing all this shit. And by the way, for the record, it's still like 6:30, 6:40. So I still have time. You know, the stream I'm supposed to start at 7. Usually I start talking to you guys around 7:15-ish. I'm like, I have time to do this. This is fine. I have plenty of time, right? So I log in, I go to do it. All right, all I want to do is refill it. I go to the page that says, here's your current medications. And I go to click on it to say, what's my current medication? Refill it. It's blank. You don't have any medications. Well, I don't think I hallucinated the tube of cream that I've been using for 4 years. I'm pretty sure it exists. So where is it? There's nothing there. The screen's blank. So what do I do? Well, guess what I got to do? I got to initiate a video call with a doctor. It's the only way to get this cream. So I initiate the video call. First, you have to talk with a medical assistant. So this is like 6:45 p.m. So I still have time. And I'm talking with the medical assistant. And I said, here's the situation. I explained the whole thing. They say, well, it must have been that your refill expired. Then they looked at it. They said, no, wait, you were prescribed this in like June. There's no way your refill expired. This is just some kind of a stupid issue with the system. So sorry that you have to do this call again. This sucks. I'm like, okay, well, it is what it is, I guess. You know, let's do it then. So I said, how long? And they said, yeah, probably about 20, 30 minutes. We'll put you in the system. Okay, fine. 20, 30 minutes means I'll be on this video call like 7:15 with the doctor, and I'll be able to jump on stream and hang out with you guys and still do the stream. Maybe I'll be a few minutes late, but it won't be a big deal. All right, put me into the system. They put me into the system. The screen says current time, 7 o'clock. Wait time, 15 to 20 minutes. So I waited till like 7:20 and nothing. So I went on stream with you guys and I said, hey, so just so you guys know, I'm going to be late because I'm stuck in this stupid thing. You know, it's going to take forever. It looks like what they're claiming. It's going to be just a few minutes and I'll be able to get this, you know, this video call done, do the cream or whatever. And I'll be able to join you guys and we can play some Tormented Souls 2 tonight. So we actually hung out for like 10 minutes on stream. And I said, all right, well, now it says I'm next in line. It actually updated. It was almost 7:30. And it's like, you're next in line. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, then I guess I should actually, you know, give my undivided attention to the app because any moment I'm supposed to be talking to this doctor. So I said, all right, bye. I didn't get the call until after 8 o'clock. So I want you to think about that. 6:45, it told me 15 to 20 minutes. I waited and waited and waited. After 8 o'clock, they put me into the fucking call. What if I didn't have a flexible job, right? What if I didn't? What if this was a serious call? What if this wasn't, I just need a refill for my cream? What if this was like, I really need help right now from a doctor and I can't get out of my house, so I need to call a doctor? I'll just keep waiting. It's fine. Anyway, so it is what it is. You know, I didn't get to talk to the doctor till after 8. This is literally the conversation. Hi, I'm Dr. So-and-so, so I see you're here for a refill. That's right. I had a refill in the system. I don't know what happened. It disappeared. All right, I'm just going to give you a refill. Same cream, same cream. All right, have a good night. That was it. I don't even think it was 60 seconds. And this is how American healthcare works. Instead of just saying, oh, he needs a refill for the cream, just give it to him. You made me wait for over an hour to do a video call that lasted 30 seconds. Wasted everyone's time, wasted his time, wasted my time. What a great system, huh? You know, we can't just do it through the chat room like I did 4 years ago. That's too much, not acceptable. We have to waste everyone's fucking time with this bullshit. So, oh, by the way, $510 a month for this next year, for this level of service. So anyway, that's why I was so late. And I basically jumped on the stream at 8:10 p.m. And I'm like, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm in a rotten mood now because this guy, not this guy, it's not the doctor's fault, because this system is busted garbage and it wasted my time. And now I'm so late. I'm literally lost an hour of streaming. What's the point of me starting the game? If I start the game, I'll play for an hour. The stream will be over. So we're not going to make any progress in this tonight. So that's why, okay? And I apologize. I really do. I wish that didn't happen. I wish that this would have been a streamlined thing. I trusted the system. I guess I shouldn't have. It literally said it would have been done so I could be on stream on time, and it screwed me. And the best part is, he's probably not going to send me a big portion of the stuff like the last doctor did, and he's probably not going to give me a refill. He's probably just going to send me one tube, and in 6 months, I got to do this whole fucking thing again. Unbelievable, huh? And again, this is just the funny part about it is, this is not a big deal because it's me. I'm a healthy guy. It's a silly thing. It's not a major problem. Can you imagine someone in America who's actually sick and they need help and they get treated, you know, they get thrown through these loops? Oh, well, one time you could do a chat. Oh, the next time you have to make a call. Oh, now you got to call a different person. Now you got to have a video call. Now you got to do, what the fuck? Why did you change the system 4 times in 4 years? Why isn't it just this fucking system that everyone can learn and know? So you could just do it like clockwork. It's all streamlined. It's all working. For a routine refill of a topical ointment, why do I have to talk to a doctor? Are you stupid? It's a $5 fucking tube of cream. I'm not kidding. Why is this being treated like a controlled substance that someone's going to snort and get high or sell on the black market for thousands of dollars? Like, this is what I mean. This is the problem with healthcare. If they actually had intelligent fucking people running it, maybe it wouldn't be so expensive. Maybe I wouldn't have to pay $510 a month if they actually knew how to run the company so that it made sense and it was streamlined and people weren't wasting time and spending money on nothing. You see? Because how much you want to bet the fact that my time was wasted, the doctor's time was wasted, the medical assistant's time was wasted, cost more money than the tube of fucking cream. It probably just cost $500 to $1,000 for that call when it should have been no call. Just give me the fucking cream. Anyway. So that's what happened tonight. That's why I'm late. That's why there's no Tormented Souls 2 tonight. Like, there's no point. Even if I started it, we have less than an hour of gameplay, so what the fuck? And I'm already in a bad mood. I don't want to play a stressful horror game when I'm already in a bad mood. I want to start fresh. So tomorrow, we will start Tormented Souls 2 back up again. And I apologize that it didn't happen tonight for those who wanted to see it. I wanted to see it, but I got kind of screwed by American healthcare for probably the zillionth time, and it probably won't be the last. It'll probably be another 400 times in my life. I'll be screwed over by them. And this is the problem. Because why didn't you do it at another time? Doesn't matter when I do it. Literally doesn't matter when I do it. It will still be a nightmare that wastes my time. It really, I mean it. Like, there's nothing that can be done to make this better. If I call in the morning, it's just as stressful. If I call in the middle of the day, it's just as stressful. If I call on my day off, it's just as stressful. It'll just be the same bullshit.
Yes, Phil, the medical professionals, aka the dickheads that wasted your time. Dude, who do you think you are? Like, dude, this is all Linda's fault. This is 100% Linda's fault for telling you that you're a special little boy. No one is more important than you, Philip. You are just so special and so important. You are incredibly fortunate to even be able to sit in your little playroom and see a doctor, and you are still complaining about it. I mean, where do you get this idea that these professionals should just wait on you hand and foot, that they should all be sitting at their desks and their computers just waiting to serve Mr. Philip Paul David Burnell? I mean, who the fuck are you, dude? You're nobody. Like, you're sitting there acting like, well, I'm sitting here waiting. I'm here waiting for all this, and I'm waiting. Yeah, well, dude, you're nobody, and no one gives a shit about you. You're simply a name, and you're a name. You have all your little conditions listed next to you. You're just a name on a screen for these people to just click next, next, next. And keep in mind, this is what, 8:30. I'm pretty sure that's 8:30 Phil's time, local to Pacific time or whatever. Dude, it's 8. Oh, no. It's 7. It's because he said, I'll be on this call at 7:15 or some shit like that. 7 in the evening, and you're able to see a doctor and get a prescription refilled. Who gives a shit that it wasn't in their system? Who cares? You got it.
Alex from Phoenix, thanks for $5. He says, it happens, King. It's BS. Some days you have no control over what's going to happen. We move on to the next day, and I hope that you get it sorted. Play some Tetris. Tetris. That's a random request. I don't think I'll be playing Tetris tonight. But yeah, ultimately it's just a bunch of stressful stuff. Really. It's just, you would think it's healthcare. So when you deal with it, you're probably already stressed. Like, again, for me, it's not, because it's just a freaking eczema. It's not a big deal. But imagine someone who has like a real chronic illness, someone who actually has a debilitating disease, and every time that they need to deal with the healthcare system, it's insane stress. It's incredibly expensive. It's just a whole ordeal. I'm not exaggerating when I say this to all of you tonight. I bet half the people in this country that are sick don't bother going to the doctor. I bet they're just like, it's not worth it. I'm just not going to go. And then they sit there sick and suffering. And I bet there's a bunch of people who end up, to be honest, passing away or getting even worse health just because our healthcare system is so busted, so stressful, so incoherent. They just don't want to deal with it, right? Like, unless I'm on my last legs about to die, don't go to the doctor, because it's just going to waste my time and just cost me a lot of money.
Bro, this pisses me off so much. Dude, stop acting like you give a shit about other people, or you give a shit about their struggles or conditions or their ability or inability to see a doctor. Dude, you do not care. You only care about yourself, because we all know Phil is the only real person here. Everyone else just NPCs, background characters. Doesn't matter.
Do you guys remember years ago in 2020, so during the COVID outbreak, right? I had chronic ear infections. The first time I contacted my health insurance, they said, here's just some stuff to put in your ear. The second time I got it again, they said, here's some stuff to put in your ear. The third time I contacted them, they said, here's some stuff to put in your ear. I'm not kidding. Finally, the fourth time, they refused to give me the stuff. They said, well, you keep breaking out with this ear infection. I was like, yes, I know. And I really would like to get to the bottom of it. They said, well, we refuse to give you the medicine. You have to now go see a clinic. Once you go to the clinic and they confirm your problem, we'll give you the medicine again. So I went to a clinic. I'm not kidding you. This is the height of COVID, 2020. They made me drive over an hour away from my home to go to a clinic that was in their network. Okay? I go to the clinic. This guy, who's not a doctor, comes and says, what's the problem? I think I have a bad ear infection. I've already gotten the same medication 4 times for it. I need it again. He said, okay, let me look. He takes the thing, he looks at my ear, goes, you got an ear infection. I said, no shit, Sherlock. I've been dealing with it all year. I didn't need to come here. This was a complete waste of my time. So he prescribed the same exact medication I'd already been using. Then he gave me a referral. And that referral was to see a specialist for the ear infection. Okay? I called the doctor, the ear specialist, to get the appointment. The earliest appointment they would give me was 3 months out. A 3-month wait for someone who's had chronic ear infections all year. So here's what happened. I did make the appointment. Okay, I did. But then, as the appointment was getting closer, something happened with Kat and I couldn't go. All right. So I had to call the doctor and say, God, I'm sorry, I can't come to the appointment. Can we reschedule? Do you want to know what they told me? 3-month wait. So you know what I said? Fuck it. And I never went. And instead I made lifestyle changes. I stopped wearing headphones. I stopped using Q-tips. I did all these things that I guessed were actually the reason why I was getting the ear infections. And you want to know what happened? I stopped getting ear infections. I haven't had an ear infection since. So all I had to do was self-correct my own actions, and I cured the problem myself. Now I'm actually able to wear headphones. I do. I wear headphones, on stream. I wear headphones personally in the house. I don't get ear infections anymore because basically I just don't wear them all the time anymore, and I don't clean my ears with Q-tips anymore, which is what I used to do, and I think that's what actually caused it to begin with. So basically, by ignoring the healthcare system, I solved my own problem. If I wanted to actually get cured, it was months and months of waiting and stress. I had to do that hour drive to go to a clinic for no fucking reason. That's American healthcare.
First of all, that's fucking disgusting. Pig Roach doesn't use Q-tips, so he's walking around all day with just dirty, fucking filthy, gross ears. And I don't give a shit what anyone says. Oh, Q-tips are bad. Q-tips do this, they do that. Dude, I don't give a shit. I'm using them. I'm not gonna be just having ears full of shit all day. That's disgusting. But what a fucking idiot, dude. I guarantee you these ear infections. And also, dude, ear infections, you're 43, you're not fucking 7. God, he's such a gross little toddler getting ear infections, walking around on his toes. What a fucking weirdo. But I guarantee you those ear infections were from those nasty ass headphones. Like, you remember, I'm pretty sure it's the same pair of headphones that he was talking about that they had like fallen apart and the little pleather was peeling off. Guarantee you he wasn't cleaning them. It was his gross little pig oil that was rubbing off on those headphones, and he was just mashing those things on his dirty little head every day, sitting in that stuffy little playroom. Yeah, no shit, your ears are infected, idiot. And one more thing, let's take a look at these dents. This is what pignosis looks like. They are they are locked down. These are locked down dents.
And now for the immigrants. Get ready, brown people. You're going to fucking get it.
Blue Mist says, I'm telling you, if you want to get to other countries, they don't take Americans the same way other people can get into there. You need the money to do it. Oh, I'm well aware of that. I am 100% aware that in the United States, we have this bizarre swinging door policy for people to come into the country, while in other countries, you have to qualify your visit. You have to actually explain and justify why you're there, and you get checked in on all the time. If you have a visa to visit for 2 months and you're a day past 2 months, someone's knocking on your fucking door. What are you still doing here? Get the fuck out. And if you don't leave, they grab your ass and they fucking deport you. You need to justify your visiting these countries. The United States is bizarrely different, that we just let people in and don't ever follow up on it. And then we have this insane immigration problem of people just staying here. And then they're getting subsidies. They're getting free food. They're getting these SNAP benefits and all kinds of crazy shit, even though they're not even fucking citizens. It's insane. I don't want to click on Cuba's healthcare or Swedish healthcare. All right, at this point, we now talked about healthcare for 45 straight minutes. I'm frustrated, but I think that, I think that we should just chill now for the rest of the night. We only have about a half an hour left on this stream, which really sucks,
All right, that's about it. He spends the rest of the stream just doing the same complaining, whining, belly aching that the world doesn't fucking cater to him. But there is one thing I'm upset about. When I was watching this live, a comment in Kick Chat really fucking got me. Someone had said, I don't know what the fuck prompted it. It was during like some episode of Medical Talk, but they commented fermented nut in butt day. Fermented nut in butt day 2, and Jesus Christ, it must have taken me 15 fucking minutes to recover. It was so funny. But I was really pissed that I couldn't find it again. But like I said, that's about it, and I guess I'll catch y'all in the next one.